We can now generate an image with two consistent characters in it in a single shot. This is a new capability using the characters feature from OpenArt, who's sponsoring this video. And here's how it works. I've got these characters, Pup and Robo. In the prompt box, I just type in @Pup and @Robo are playing in the grass. Click Create, and there's Pup and Robo playing in the grass. When you generate an image with multiple characters, the prompt enhance mode will by default be on. So if you use a short prompt like I did here, it's going to enhance that prompt after you click create. So it takes my short little prompt of Pup and Robo are playing in the grass and adds a whole lot of detail to it. Sometimes it might add some details that aren't exactly what you want. So if you want to have some control over it before it generates, if you've got a short prompt like this, you can click the Enhance Prompt button at the bottom of the prompt box and then click Quick Enhance. That'll add a whole bunch of detail to your prompt, which should help the image come out better, but you can see it and make any changes you want before you hit the create button. And since we did that and fed it a nice long detailed prompt, it didn't feel like it needed to auto-enhance that after we hit the send button. The bottom row of images here is with the prompt enhance mode on, where I gave it the short prompt and it enhanced after I clicked create. The top row is where I used the prompt enhance button in the prompt box, and I had the opportunity to make any kind of changes I wanted before I hit the create button. I've got a lot of other images to show you, but I want to tell you up front, this is not perfect. We're still very early on in this functionality, and OpenArt's aware that it's not perfect, and believe me, they're working on it to make every aspect of it better. But for now, I just want to be straightforward that I'm getting a lot of generations that aren't turning out so good in order to get one that does turn out well. And that's kind of expected at this point in the development. So here I put my characters Jimmy and Maria on the sofa watching a movie. Other than some spilled popcorn and Jimmy loving to be in that green shirt and dark blazer, it came out pretty well. I tried to change up their wardrobe a little bit. It changed Maria's outfit and it changed Jimmy's pants. He's still stuck in a green shirt and a dark blazer, but it also sort of took the characters a little further away from what the originals looked like. Oh, and they don't realize that the back of their TV is on fire. I guess they're too busy on the fact that Jimmy has two hands off of his left arm. In this one, we finally got Jimmy in a blue shirt, but he's still got that blazer on. Another try with that same image looks pretty realistic. The characters, however, aren't quite themselves. I tried enhancing the prompt in the prompt box rather than the auto enhancement, and Jimmy definitely doesn't look like himself anymore, and now he has two Marias, which is never a good thing. I put these two characters embracing on the front porch, and it seems like the more we leave their clothing alone, the more their faces stay consistent. Switch up our characters a little bit. I've got this Bob 2 character. I already had a Bob character, so what do? I named it Bob 2. That's supposed to be me, and the character Robo is my waiter at an outdoor restaurant. I must be very hungry. Robo went back inside and sat down and had lunch with Maria. I don't know how Robo eats. I guess I didn't think that idea through. Back to Jimmy and Maria. Here they are on a bench in front of an ice cream shop enjoying some cones. I like the mood, the lighting, and the spontaneity in this image, but this other generation of the same thing, I like how it spelled ice cream correctly behind them. I'm not a fan of how it seems like their ice cream cones are sort of melting but not dripping. But something like that, along with some of these other things that maybe aren't perfect in an image, are things that we could pretty easily fix in OpenArt's editor using InPaint or Remove or any of the other tools that they have in there. I didn't want to do that and doctor these images before showing them to you, but I do want to point out that if we have an image that's overall pretty good, but there's something about it we want to change, even an outfit, we can probably use the editor and get where we need to be. Here's my Bob 2 character, along with a comic book style character. I've seen some examples where styles can be blended and actually work out really well, but sometimes it can have some interesting results. In this image, as far as the consistent characters go, it did pretty well at representing me and Tom. And Tom looks kinda comic booky and I look pretty photorealistic, but it kinda looks like we're standing in front of a TV screen and not in an actual scene. It also looks like I'm a little bit confused about what I'm doing there or what Tom's doing there or something is going on, but that's okay. I spend most of my life confused. Now, if the way I've got myself and Tom here in this image looks good, but the background is what's bothering me, this might be a good candidate for going into the OpenArt editor and using a background replace or removing the background from this image, creating a new background, and then using a blend board to get it to all line up nicely. In this generation, Tom looks like Tom, he looks like a comic book character. I look kind of like me, but I have less of a photorealistic look and more of some kind of illustrated, at least from the neck down, comic book thing, and neck up, I'm not sure. This generation has me and Tom both looking a little more on the photorealistic side, not awesome accuracy on the consistency of me being me, And Tom, well, it moved his scar to the opposite side of his face. This one looks like it was trying to do the two different styles kind of thing, but it decided to just chop our heads off. Another generation of Tom and I, Tom looks pretty good, he looks like himself, and he's a comic book character. The guy next to him is photorealistic, but that's not me. I can see it's trying, it's absolutely stuck on that clothing of having like a gray jacket over a black shirt. And for whatever reason, when using multiple characters, it seems like this Bob 2 character is one that it struggles with the most to keep consistent. My other characters, some of them deviate and some of them do pretty well. The Bob 2 seems to be the one, if I generate images of just Bob 2, they come out pretty good, but in multiple characters, it's not doing as well as some of my other models. I'm not sure why. It may have something to do with the images I used to create that model or whatever image I chose to be the first image to create that model. For this generation, I try to put my Bob 2 character together with my Pup character, and neither one of those came out looking like themselves. So I tried to take Pup out for a walk, and the AI pulled a trick on me. It said, okay, great, there's you and the dog. We're just not going to have the dog or your head in the picture. So I can't say it got it wrong. Here's another one of what's supposed to be me taking Pup for a walk, and this one came out more like a painting, not photorealistic, even though my Pup character is photorealistic and my Bob 2 character is photorealistic. So I sent Pup out with Jimmy instead of me, and of course I think Pup likes that. Jimmy doesn't use a leash, so Pup can just run free. I guess another reason that Pup likes to go on walks with Jimmy is because they stop at the ice cream shop. And with a belly full of ice cream, there's Pup cuddled up on the couch with Maria. Before you can create images with two characters, you're going to need to create two characters if you haven't already. To do that, on OpenArt, over in the left-hand menu, click on Characters. Right at the top, under Create Your Character, you've got three options. You can start with a description, just a text prompt describing your character. Pick the style you want, and it'll generate three alternatives. If you like one, select it, hit Create Character, and in about 10 minutes your character will be ready to use. If none of those three suit your fancy, you can regenerate or go back and tweak your description a little bit. You can also create your character from one single image. Just upload the image, give it a name, and create character. If you have multiple images of the subject that you want to create a character from, you can also start with 4+ images. In my experience, generating images with a character, just a single character in the image, whether I'm using the prompt, the pose, the placement, or any of the tools OpenArt has to create images with your character, I tend to get better results from characters that I created with multiple high-quality images. But when it comes to creating an image with two characters in it, like we're talking about today, I'm not finding a huge quality improvement in the characters that I train with multiple images versus the characters that I trained with one image. It seems to me, and I could be wrong because I don't know how this stuff works in the back end, but it seems like when I generate with multiple characters, if either one of those characters was created from multiple images, it seems to be relying very heavily on the first image I uploaded to create that character, and it does tell you when you're creating a character from multiple image that the first image you upload is crucial. It needs to show all the features that you want to preserve. Once you've created your characters and you want to use two of them to generate a single image, there's quite a few ways you can get to that. One of those ways is to click Characters, pick one of the characters that you want to use, like Pup. That'll bring you to the Create Image page. You've got multiple options of how to generate with a character. You can use a quick template, you can do prompt and reference, pose your character, or place your character. But if we want to generate an image using multiple characters, the one we need is prompt and reference. Up top, it's got Pup because that's the character that we selected from our characters page, and it's already put @Pup in our prompt box so that we don't forget to reference our character. To add a second character, we just click the Add Character button, select the other character we want to use, and it'll add that character's tag into our prompt box as well. Now we just fill in our prompt, like @Pup and @Robo are playing in the grass. We can keep it short, let the auto enhance do its thing, click Create, and generating an image with multiple characters does take longer than generating with a single character, so don't be alarmed if it seems like it's taking a while. It doesn't take hours or anything, it's just longer than generating with a single character. And we can turn this image into a video using Kling or Hailu without even leaving OpenArt. To turn your image into a video, you can just come right to the top of the image and click that Image to Video button. Now I prefer to use Ultimate Upscale and upscale my image before I convert it to video. I'm just going to stick with Precise to keep everything basically the same as it is and just get a higher quality. Once the image is all upscaled, we'll take a look, make sure we like it, and then we'll click that image to video button. You can choose between Kling or Hailu Standard or the Hailu Live, which is good for 2D art, cartoon type things, anime and whatnot. You can leave the prompt blank or you can type a prompt in there, add a negative prompt if you want, adjust the creativity level. I'm going to leave that right where it is. Pick a duration, 5 or 10 seconds, and choose the quality between standard or pro and hit create. If we use the Hailu model, we have a lot less options. It's really just a prompt or no prompt. And if you want to include a prompt but not sure what, you can click this button and it will generate basically a description of the image as the prompt. And here's how that video turned out using Hailu and using the description of the image as the prompt. So when it comes to being able to generate a single image with 2 consistent characters just by tagging them and describing what they're doing, we can do it. Please don't expect perfection, it's still very new, but I have no doubt that the folks at OpenArt are behind the scenes working hard to make it better and better as we speak. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you found this useful and you'll come back and see me in another video.